Alright guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
We're going to talk about Birds of Prey. It opened up this weekend. It opened up last night, I guess, for preview screenings. And it's not doing too good.
Oh, surprise.
Unsurprise. We're going to talk about all those empty theaters. We're going to talk about its troubling $4 million preview night. This is not good. This movie will probably... It's definitely going to make less than they projected, which was around $50 million. I don't know where it's going to end up. I don't think it's going to be as big as a bomb as Terminator Dark Fate, but it's definitely not going to make the kind of money that they were hoping for. So we're going to talk about that in the video. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We're at about 92,000 subs, hoping for 100,000 soon, guys. Woo! Thanks for the support. You guys have been amazing. We've blown up just in the last, 6 or 8 months. Now we've actually had time to devote to the channel.
Right.
Things have just blown up tremendously. I think last year at this time, we only had about 12,000, 10 or 12,000 subs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Woo!
So it's been awesome. All right, so to the surprise of absolutely no one, Birds of Prey did not do well on preview night. It only made $4 million on Thursday. We're going to talk about that. But before we do, I want to show you some photos from Twitter.
This was actually interesting.
Yellow Flash put a photo up. Hardly anybody in the theater. We knew that the tickets weren't selling. Okay.
At least they didn't try to, insult your intelligence and tell you all the tickets were selling. And then, when people were showing pictures of theaters are empty like a mouse does.
Well, no. They actually, there is something going on with Adam tickets.
Oh, real? Oh, Adam? Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about that. So, Birds of Prey, empty theaters. Yellow Flash put photos up. I think Neurotic put photos up. If you go out to Twitter, you just search for Birds of Prey empty. Lots of pictures. Empty theaters. Empty. Oh,
that's
it's a stock photo.
Picture.
But you can see that they're...
That's funny. Oh, my God.
Here we go. Empty, empty, empty. Empty Birds of Prey. Now, this happened to us. We went to go see Solo opening weekend. And there were 3 or 4 other people in the theater with us.
Wow, they're all by themselves.
Totally empty. Totally empty. So, yeah, it should not surprise anyone.
Some of these pictures, to be fair, they could be taken a section. The other section might have people in it,
Yeah, but...
just to be benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
but... I'm with you.
Yeah, so let's see what's going on here. So, Birds of Prey, coming from Forbes, troubling $4 million Thursday. So that's below Shazam, which earned 5.9 million on Thursday and went on to earn 21 million on Friday and 53 million over the course of its debut weekend. 56 million counting previews. Yes, it's obviously a bit below the $20 million Thursday gross of Suicide Squad.
A bit. It's just a bit.
But that was never in the cards. Suicide Squad was 175 million PG-13. I didn't think Suicide Squad did that well.
I don't know.
175 million PG-13 rated ensemble flick, and it had Will Smith, etc., Jared Leto. Oh no, it cost 175 million. Birds of Prey is a $95 million R-rated film. So this movie already cost significantly more than Joker. People said, "Oh, it was done on the cheap." I'm like, no,
not that cheap.
Cheap is 55 million. This is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt real good.
And they are going up against the new Bad Boys movie with Will Smith in it.
Yeah. Next weekend, Sonic the Hedgehog, too.
I know! Sonic's coming!
So we have to go see Sonic. Definitely gonna go see Sonic just because they listen to the fans.
Yep.
And the movie might be garbage.
Go see that movie, guys. Even if it's not good, go see that movie because they listened. Good.
Yeah, so they said much of the coverage for the movie, especially since the review embargo dropped, has been how the film is pretty damn good, and B, it's indeed the kind of female-specific empowerment actioner that we all claim to want while still refusing to be good for you. What?
Huh?
I don't know. They basically, a lot of people were comparing it to Ghostbusters 2016.
They're not even comparable.
No, but they said that it's just the messaging of it or whatever. I don't think that's the issue. I think there's a lot of stuff going on here. One, the movie's not marketed at all. It hasn't been, I haven't seen any commercials for it. Trailers or anything.
Some, but not yeah.
But,
what's number 2? You said 1, it's not marketed at all. What's number 2?
Oh, number 2 is it's following up Suicide Squad, which a lot of people didn't care about. 3, it's supposed to be Birds of Prey, but it's basically a Harley Quinn solo movie with knockoff Birds of Prey, not the actual comic book Birds of Prey. So you're alienating. People are like, "Who is this for?" They're like, "It's not for comic book fans because it's nothing like the comic books,
right?
You know, it's not really for Harley Quinn fans. You know,
it's not for kids.
It's not for kids.
Build-A-Bear just released a Harley Quinn.
They did.
Bear dressed in her other outfit that's more similar to like the superhero girl's outfit was. So yeah, and also I think another big reason is people are just sick of being told they have to support what they can't. Like the Joker, and I keep bringing this up, but it's something that you keep seeing over and over again in these articles, is that, well, the Joker was about white male rage. This is about female empowerment and feminism. And people are just like, it's the exact same thing. It's just, you know, you're just spinning it two different ways. And people aren't stupid, and they're sick of it. I think people are just sick of it.
I think that's it. I mean, this movie just, again, it's like, who is this for? Now, you know, Rotten Tomatoes has actually been giving it pretty good reviews. We'll talk about that in a minute, but this is coming from Cosmic Book News. And
I did know about this. Yeah,
it actually is tracking much lower than what people were saying. Which
they were trying to argue it was better than Wonder Woman, selling better than Wonder Woman and stuff.
Yeah, and that's garbage. So the shill sites such as Deadline and The Hollywood Reporter reported that Birds of Prey ticket sales were solid, and the flick was on track to open the same numbers as Shazam. But as I said, those numbers were greatly exaggerated. All you had to do was check the Fandango app. And I read, here, Adam. Okay. Adam Tickets also went so far as to try and say Birds of Prey was outselling Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman. Bullshit. Movies that opened over 100 million, which was a laughable attempt at promoting the movie at best. Saw it with Rise of Skywalker, too.
Then they also started, instead of just saying, they were starting to put the global box office, like, these big numbers, saying like 100 million, and people were like, oh my god, not realizing it was global.
They got called out for that. I know, I think Grace Randolph actually called them out on Twitter and said, why are you referring to the global box office? Nobody talks about global box office when they talk about opening weekend, here in the States. They always talk about the domestic.
Because that number was bigger.
Because it was bigger. It's like, oh, it's going to do $100 million. Oh, it's great.
Pac-Man eats the bigger numbers. Remember that in elementary school?
Yeah.
Greater than, less than. Pac-Man eats the bigger number.
Well, this movie is going to do as good as Joker. It's gonna do great. It's gonna do great. So they're saying that it could do at the lower end of 40 million. I'm thinking it might be lower than that because I don't think they were prepared for only $4 million.
I don't know.
On preview night.
We'll know better come Monday, but.
So I mean, we're not gonna know where this thing is gonna end at. I think it's gonna end under. They said it's been tracking around 50 million from the start, so 45 wouldn't be a grand tragedy. I think it's gonna be less than that. I think it's gonna be 35 to 40.
I think it's too early to tell. And the thing is, for me, is I don't know if it's good or not. It might be a good movie. I have no idea. I'm not gonna go see it because it's not really something I would like anyway. So it could be a totally good movie. I have no idea. But I guess, like I said, my thing is the difference in how it's presented as compared to the Joker, which is pretty much the exact same thing. It's just that it was a guy.
Yeah. But the word of mouth, well, here's the thing too, like the buzz on Joker was really, really good. And, we saw that like a lot of the critics didn't like Joker basically because of its messaging. And we saw a lot of those critics, do a 180 on Birds of Prey just because, I think it's not the Joker, it's the 180 from the Joker.
Yeah, they're just saying it's good because even before they saw it, they were saying about how great it was before they saw it because it's about feminism and empowerment.
And we saw all those articles talking about how people were trying to destroy this movie before it came out, but with Joker, they tried months ahead of time. They started in like August trying to get people to be afraid to go see this movie, afraid that there was going to be violence in the theaters.
Who tried to destroy this movie?
They're saying, like on sites like the Mary Sue, they're trying to say that, the men are out there in force trying to destroy.
The men are out there in force, but yet where's the pictures of
the men who actually paid to go see it.
Actually, most of these pictures are dudes.
They're dudes, yeah.
I mean, when you look at the pictures, guys, of what's the other one that you had? If you look at the pictures, the people that are showing up in these pictures are mostly men.
Yeah, comic book fans. When
they had pictures like videos and stuff, it was guys. Like, is this one where they showed people around them and it was guys? There was a video and it was like dudes. And the other picture was clearly dudes. Look, it's guys. So it's guys that are showing up.
So you try to chase guys a guy. It's like, yeah, I don't know.
This is funny to me. It's men who went. What men are trying to stop you? It's like the only people that went to this movie seem to be men.
Yeah.
I mean, there's women too, I'm sure, but mostly it's men that are posting and showing you that they're at the theater. Yeah, those damn men. Even though women aren't going either. I just want to point that out again.
Yeah. And I don't think they realize that the majority of, comic book fans, regardless of whether or not it has a female lead, tend are still, for them, I mean, for the most part, are guys.
But they blame men because, men didn't go. But women aren't going either.
Nobody's going. Well, that's what they said.
Going.
They said, who is this movie for? And that's the problem, is people are like, it's, who is the movie for? It's not for comic book fans because they took so many liberties with it. It's not for casuals because it's rated R. It's I don't know. I think it's going to fail catastrophically. I think it is.
I'm just like trying to figure out why it's men's fault when most of the pictures that are showing the theaters, what you're seeing in it are men. I just, I don't understand. Oh. Look, a dude. Oh, this person. You can just roll your eyes at this one.
Anyway.
I just roll my eyes whenever I see her name.
Yeah, so look, numbers talk, and it's not making that much money. And we'll be talking about it, I'm sure, on Monday, because I think it's going to way underperform.
So all I keep thinking of, hey, Rachel Leishman, keep your Joker hot takes to yourself.
All right, so we're going to wrap this one up?
Yep.
Okay, so please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants, and we will stay on the birds of prey, and we'll see where
I really don't care, but we'll cover it because it's
people seem to be interested.
Newsworthy.
All right, we'll talk later.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.